Back to the Future is one of the greatest movies from the 80s. And the pressure was on to make a sequel which was worthy enough to go up against its original, either be better on the same level as that. To be honest, this movie is better than Back to the Future 1, and I'll tell you why.
He said someday a crazy, wild-eyed scientist or a kid may show up asking about that book.
From the beginning to the end of the second film, we're getting introduced to what the idea of Back to the Future really means. They actually go to the future in the second film. They end up messing up time in the future, which causes the past to get ruined at the same time, because Marty McFly buys a sports almanac with betting tips and stuff like that in there, and was willing to go back in time and maybe change one or two things so his family could become richer. But by doing that, by buying the sports almanac, Biff in the future saw an opportunity so he could go back and change his fortune, and manages to make himself mega rich and change the outcome of Marty McFly's life. This different timeline then got created of the world where Biff lived, and Marty's dad no longer existed because he got shot by Biff, and he then married Lorraine. There's so many great stuff that happened with that split universe thing. With Back to the Future 1, it was mainly about he got stuck in the past and then had to somehow get back to his present day without altering anything or trying to change anything from the past, in which was an interesting concept, because at the end of the day, it was all about making sure everything fits back in line, because he changed the outcome of an event by stopping his dad from getting ran over by the car. The second one, he had to make sure that not only when he went back in time to stop Biff from giving the sports almanac to the younger version of himself, that he didn't mess up with his mum and dad relationship yet again, and that still went in fruition. So he had two big problems that he had to fix to make sure everything went alright. But no, that story in the second film just took the stakes to a higher level. It felt that there was a lot more for Marty to lose. It felt that they were battling two different split times that could be splitted off and happening. There's a lot to digest in this second film, and it never feels overcomplicated. It never feels like it's doing too much. It feels like it's a complex but really great story. I think it was great seeing how Marty and Doc were able to fix this, constantly trying to get that sports almanac, as well as not bumping into their normal versions. Also, what I must say is that the ending was brilliant as well, of seeing them have to overcome everything, create the lightning bolt again, which sends Marty back to 1985 from 1955. They had to recreate the same time jumps that led them there into the first place. They also had to make sure that his parents got back together, but there's one thing that didn't quite click into place, was that the Doc accidentally sent himself into 1885, I believe, or was a brilliant idea, because it sets it up for the third film, which is a complete different scenario. They haven't been to the Old West. It was a bit of a wild jump. And so to summarise, this is a 9.1 out of 10, a legendary film. Do let us know down those comments down below. Is it good, bad, terrible, amazing? Let us know all that jazz down those comments down below. If there's any movie reviews you want us to see us do next, also comment those down below. And if you haven't yet seen our Back to the Future 1 movie review, then you, my friend, need to go check that out right now.